The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On second down, here's Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
And
we're at the 41, second and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And quick throw there is incomplete. So he has an opportunity off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Hines. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the #2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Able to push his way through. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. Here's 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10. To the air, Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've gotten a little bit of that. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by pass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Oh, some strong running. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. There he goes, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with the PAT. Defeat 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because you're playing the ball momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Stopping momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Returnable here from the 38. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll set up to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
A big loss on the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky if we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bills.
Man in motion is Sherfield. Allen now on 1st down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On play action, Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's always tough trying to keep it up when you're trying to throw the football when you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front. It's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen.
motion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick ball pass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Able to fight through one tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A little jerk, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Hurts. Into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts on the move to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brown the motion man right. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown. Elliott now to have the extra point.
On 4 point after.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On second down, here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen going to change it up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man has got him, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to get the lead up to 4. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force going down. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is what Brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 34. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass caught. Hits Davis on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Man in motion is Sherfield. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes 2nd down at 5. And again, it's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. And his defense here will earn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Trent Sherfield from 4 yards out. And the Bills put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
All right, now let's go get 6.
Big play, let's make something happen, come on!
Let's spread the ball around, let's run! Great. I want to see you do these celebrations! Let's go! Keep that man from the top! Let's go!
They'll run right here with Swift. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Going our way, baby!
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Here's 1st down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Put some points on the scoreboard. Hey, Silver. Focus, boys, focus.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for the #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
63.
They run out of the gun with Swift. He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken a lead. Wow. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. Allen finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Throwing, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
That was the big shot for the end zone. We've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that